Hey YouTube, it's Outland, and it's been a very long time since I've done a backpacking gear loadout video, and I thought I would do an updated one with my current loadout for summer. Getting ready to do a backpacking trip in a couple weeks with my buddy Joe, you've seen in past vids, and I've just been going through assessing my gear here. I thought it'd be a great time to do a video and show you what I've updated, what I've acquired, what I've changed out, whatever. I'm just going to kind of go how I have things laid out on the table here. So I'm just going to kind of show you from right to left here what I've got. I'm going to start with my sleep system here really quickly. REI Stratus sleeping pad. Picked this up last year. I've used it on several trips. Fantastic. So I'm trying to think how much it weighs here. Something like 3 pounds, I believe. It says no. 1 pound 9 ounces, sorry. 1 pound 9 ounces. It's a large size, and it has a, let's see, it has a R value of 3. So it's not the warmest thing, but it, you know, for what I paid for it, which was like 50, 60 bucks, or maybe 70 bucks for that, it's awesome. Not real super compact either, and just, you know, if you haven't watched my vids in the past, you'll know that I'm not an ultralight backpacker. I'm trying to get there, but you know it's a very slow process. And as I change things out, I'm just trying to get there in a better way. So, you know, this is a summer trip, so this is going to be lighter pack than I would some other seasons. But you know, it should be pretty warm in mid-June. We're hoping. Speaking of that, this is my 30-degree bag in here in my Summit event compression sack. This is my Eureka Copper River bag, which many of you have seen in my past vids, and I still haven't upgraded that, but my buddy Joe is selling me his Marmot Trestles bag, which I am going to be replacing this Eureka bag finally with a 15-degree bag for cooler season camping, and I'm really looking forward to getting that off of him soon. But it compacts down pretty nicely. It's synthetic, you know, so it's not real light, but it's, you know, if it gets wet, it's no big deal. It's a pretty good little bag for what I paid for it, 60 bucks or whatever. So the, you know, the compression sack it's in is probably at this point worth more than a sleeping bag, but got to keep it dry as much as possible. So I keep it in this dry bag to keep it dry as possible. Going to move over to my shelter system. This is it. I do have a Marmot Limelight 3P tent, which I usually take the whole entire thing, the whole body, fly, ground cover, everything. This time I am taking only the poles, the stakes, the ground cover, and the tarp, or the rain fly. And that's going to be my entire shelter system for this trip. Now we're going somewhere local. It's only less than an hour away. It's still here in Ohio. There's no snakes to worry about. There's really no, you know, maybe some bugs, some ticks or something like that. But I'm not really worried about anything crawling up in my tent, in my sleeping bag, you know, under, you know, because this does leave a bit of a gap between the, you know, the rain fly and the ground. It's about a 3-inch gap. I'm interested to see, you know, if it rains, if we get a hard rain, what that's gonna do. But I've seen on YouTube that you can do this with the Limelights. You can actually just use this, the shell, if you will, as the shelter system, and it works pretty well. So I am going to try it out and see what happens. And it might be an aggravating trip, but it's only a 2-night trip, so it won't be that horrible in June. So I'll live, of course. I call this my survival bag. In this little sack here I keep, of course, 50 feet of paracord for hanging stuff. I don't think we'll really need to hang food. We might, just to keep away from critters where we're going to be, but again, there's no bears. You know, it's Ohio, so it's going to be a pretty fairly easy trip. Fire starter, just in case. I always take that just in case. My ESEE Izula II knife. Love this knife. Great neck knife. A separate review on that. I'll probably redo my review on that. Better quality. And then this is my fire starting material. These are fatwood sticks, and then I have 2 lighters in this bag. Fat wood, it's not light, nothing like cotton balls or lint or anything like that, but I'll tell you what, this will get a fire going no matter what. You can get it wet, pretty much, you know, it'll start and it burns forever. So I always take the fat wood sticks with me. That's just a staple, and I'll sacrifice whatever weight to carry that with me. So the fat wood goes no matter what. Electronics, I don't have a picture here because I'm filming with it, but my iPhone, which I'll have in my Defender case, and then I'll be filming everything with my Hero 3 camera and a Joby Gorilla Pod. And that'll be for shooting all the video of the entire trip. Moving over here, Sawyer Squeeze water filtration system. I'm going to do a review of this. Haven't tried it out yet, but I'm hopeful that this is going to be great for our trip. And we're actually going to have potable water, I think, in all our camping areas, so I'm not really even worried about filtering water, but I'm going to take it with me and try it out because I don't have that much stuff with me. Underneath these are dry bags, the outdoor products. You pick these up at Walmart, packs of 3 for like 10 bucks. I highly recommend these. I've suggested them before in other videos. Definitely get these for yourself, you know, for your food or whatever. I use them for food. I think I put some clothes in some of these, just all different sizes. Definitely all my fire starting material goes in this one. Great bags and a great price. And you know, if you lose them or you get destroyed, whatever, it's not that much money. You're out. So no big deal. Go out and get those. Food. Clif Bars, energy shots, Clif shots. I always take this stuff with me everywhere I go camping. I always need the energy. Just a staple, must-have. I have a Backpacker's Pantry breakfast, Huevos Rancheros, and Mexican rice and chicken Mountain House meal. That's going to be Saturday night's dinner. That should be really good. I also have Starbucks Via packets for coffee in the mornings, which I don't have here yet, but I will have those. And I always take those with me. I love hot coffee in the morning. To get the hot coffee, of course, I will have some kind of stove. We'll either be using my MSR Pocket Rocket here, or my buddy Joe's jet boil he just picked up. We might be taking that with us for this trip. But we'll just pick one. We only need one stove for this trip. So, GSI Micro Dualist kit. Probably will only take a couple things out of this, so I don't need that much. This, I did a review on this, you may have seen. It's the Snow Peak Titanium Spork. Goes great with these. Going right down in the pouches. I like simple, easy meals, easy preparation, easy cleanup when I'm on the trail. I do not want to go out there and make a 10-course meal on the trail after a day of hiking. This particular trail we're doing is 11.8 miles. It's nothing that strenuous, but it's enough to wear you out, make you tired, especially in June. It's going to be hot. I do not want to be fiddling with a lot of stuff. I want to just boil some water, throw it in there, and eat. That's what I want. So, my GSI flask. I just picked this up for my last trip. You may have seen it. That just for some fun festive beverages. Go in there. This is my Liberty Mountain waterproof wallet. I use this for all my hiking trips, and a lot of people ask me where I got this, because they love this thing. I picked it up at an outfitter down in the Smoky Mountains, and I can't remember the name, but there's this huge outfitter now right at the base of the Smoky Mountain entrance. So if you go camping in the Smokies through the main entrance through Gatlinburg, you won't miss the outfitter that's there. But run in there, you'll probably find these in there still. Lighting. Don't know if I'm taking this or not, but I love it. It's so light and compact. It's the Orbit lantern from Black Diamond. This thing puts out a ton of light. I probably will take it because I don't have that much gear. But then I also take my headlamp, my Petzl Tikka headlamp. That always goes with me, no matter what. And I always put lithium batteries in these, so they're lighter and last longer. And if it gets cold, which it shouldn't in June, but you never know in Ohio, lithium batteries are perfect for that. Other miscellaneous items. Gonna need this Maxi Deet. Hate ticks. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes got me really bad last year when in my big South Fork trip. Maxi D, gotta have it, absolutely. MSR pack towel, I'll bring that because it's gonna be hot. I think I'm gonna be sweating a lot. This is just a small one, but these are great, very great. This is my starter compass. I've had this Silva. I've had this thing forever, but I always take it with me on every backpacking trip, no matter where I go. I have to have a compass just for that security feeling. Medical kit, just various things in here. I have some ibuprofen, Band-Aids, Neosporin. I have a tick key, which is I haven't had to use yet, but man, these are coming handy. And then I have water filtration tablets if there's a dire situation. I pretty much take this thing with me wherever I go, when I'm camping, hiking, whatever. I think I'm going to do a separate video on this and just medical kits and preparation for the outdoors, because I do have a good story about that. When I put an axe in my foot homestead camping a few weeks ago, I thought a lot about what I would do if I was out in the trail and did something stupid like that. So I'm going to do a separate video series on that. Quickly to clothing. Like I said, it's summer. It shouldn't be cold. I'm not really worried about even cold nights here in the middle of June. So I'm going to have my wool hiking socks, REI Light Hikers, REI liner socks. I always take liner socks. I had a pair of silk ones. They got destroyed with my little axe incident, so I'm going to be buying some more. Maybe over the winter I'll buy some for next year. But I always have liners because I hate blisters, even though I do have moleskin in this kit here. Liner socks are great. They reduce a lot of the friction, and it's just fantastic. So take liner socks for sure. Military style nylon webbing. It's a Columbia belt, but this is a great web belt. And starter compression shorts. I always have compression shorts for backpacking for obvious reasons. Don't leave home without them. I have an REI shirt and a Mountain Hardwear shirt. These are moisture wicking, lightweight, short sleeves. That's all I'm going to need. And then of course my Columbia titanium pants, which are zip-offs, and I'll use those to turn into shorts and put the bottoms back on at night if it gets cool. Because it is June in Ohio, you never know what the weather's going to turn out to be, so it could be really rainy. I don't know. So I'm going to be bringing my Marmot Precip jacket. This is how small it compresses into its own little pocket. I love this jacket. It kept me dry last year in the Dolly Sods for 5 hours of solid rain. It was a fantastic jacket. It's like wearing a waterproof tent. It's absolutely great. Last thing, of course, is my Osprey Kestrel pack, which you've all seen a million times probably if you've been watching my channel. Everything's going to go in there. 48-liter pack. Like I said, it's a two-day overnight trip. So it's going to be fairly short. And really, what you see here is what I'm taking. Of course, I don't have my boots out, but my Keen boots, which you've seen in past vids, I'll put a link down to that. This is pretty much the entire loadout for a quick 2-night trip to a local park here in southern Ohio in mid-June. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the bottom of the comments section. I would love to hear your feedback or what you think. If I'm carrying too much, not enough. I haven't weighed all this out, but last time I weighed, like I said, it was around 16 pounds dry weight. I also have a Osprey hydration reservoir in there, which I'll fill up with 3 liters of water. That's where a lot of the weight comes in, especially in the summer. You got to have the water though. But this is a pretty light setup, and I'll weigh this out, and I'll add a comment once I've weighed my whole set before I leave. But this is it. This is my backpacking loadout for summer 2013. Thanks for watching, everybody.